Monday morning, wake up time, gets to work and stand in line. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning. Coming up.
Before Disney Plus, before binge watching, and way before Saturday mornings were filled with YouTube and TikTok, there was Disney's One Saturday Morning. 5 hours of summer, once a week. If you remember waking up in your pajamas and hearing that iconic jingle, then this one's for you. It all started in 1997, when Disney decided to reinvent Saturday morning television. With their recent purchase of ABC, they had a plan to turn those dusty Saturday slots into a magical experience, something kids could look forward to every week. So, Disney's One Saturday Morning was born. It wasn't just a lineup, it was an event, a destination. 5 hours packed with cartoons, comedy, educational shorts, and just pure fun. For many of us, it felt like the weekend didn't truly begin until One Saturday Morning kicked off. Peter Hastings, who was part of the team behind Animaniacs, and if you love that era, check out my kids' WB video. Yep, the same guy who brought life to Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. After leaving Warner Brothers, Hastings wanted something different. He envisioned Saturday as a magical escape from the weekly grind, a place where kids could learn and laugh. With Disney's support, Hastings helped design a world that felt like summer in a bottle. Virtual sets, wacky wraparound segments, a huge cartoon skyscraper shaped like the number 1. It wasn't just a cartoon block, it was a cartoon universe. Now let's talk about the shows. The heartbeat of One Saturday Morning. These weren't just cartoons, they were cultural landmarks. Disney's Doug. After its original run on Nickelodeon, Doug found a second life on One Saturday Morning. With a new haircut, updated animation, and a Disney twist, Doug Funny continued navigating middle school, friendships, and the awkward world of growing up. It tackled themes like anxiety, creativity, and social pressures, all through Doug's heartfelt journal entries and wild daydreams. Recess. 6 kids. 1 playground. Infinite imagination. Recess was more than just about school breaks. It was about childhood politics. The playground had its own rules, leaders, and legends. TJ, Spinelli, Vince, Gretchen, Mikey, and Gus formed the ultimate crew. They dealt with everything from dodgeball diplomacy to the tyranny of Principal Prickly. Smart, funny, and surprisingly deep, Recess was Saturday morning gold. Pepper Ann. Who's that girl? What's her name? Pepper Ann was ahead of her time. She was the original quirky teen icon. From embarrassing mom moments to awkward crushes, this show leaned into the messiness of adolescence. With surreal fantasy cutaways and a bold comic book style, Pepper Ann showed that being different was a strength, not a weakness. The Weekenders. 4 best friends, Tino, Lore, Carver, and Tish, living their weekend like it's a full-on adventure. This show captured the feeling of Friday afternoon freedom like nothing else. It broke the fourth wall, changed outfits every episode, and explored social life, boredom, mall culture, and sibling drama with whip-smart humor. Teacher's Pet. A talking dog named Spot pretends to be a human boy named Scott and goes to school. This show was brilliant in its weirdness. It had Broadway-style musical numbers, fourth-wall breaks, and clever satire about fitting in, identity, and friendship. The art was jagged and expressive, like nothing else on air at the time. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Taking our favorite space ranger from Toy Story and giving him a galactic animated series was genius. Buzz, along with his team of rookies, faced villains like Warp Dark Matter and the evil Emperor Zurg. It was space opera with humor, lasers, and tons of Pixar charm. Lloyd in Space. Imagine middle school. In space. Lloyd Nebulon and his alien friends dealt with crushes, overprotective moms, and interstellar homework. With themes like racism, social awkwardness, and loneliness, Lloyd in Space took big swings while staying totally relatable. Timo Supremo. 3 elementary school superheroes, Captain Crandall, Skate Lad, and Rope Girl, protected their city from funky villains like Baron Blitz and Technor the Mechanic. It had old-school superhero vibes with zippy animation and playful catchphrases like "Buzza," pure cartoon fun with a civic duty twist. Sabrina. The animated series. Based on the hit sitcom, this animated version followed a younger Sabrina learning to control her magical powers while navigating middle school. Salem the cat delivered punchlines, while Aunt Hilda and Zelda kept things chaotic. It had magic, life lessons, and a little bit of spooky charm. Mickey Mouse Works and House of Mouse. Mickey Mouse Works was a modern tribute to the classic Disney shorts, fast-paced, zany, and starring Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and the whole gang in all-new slapstick adventures. But it was House of Mouse that truly stood out. Imagine a nightclub where Mickey hosts an audience made up of every Disney character ever, from Cinderella to Scar. Between shows and backstage mishaps, House of Mouse blended new stories with vintage charm, celebrating Disney's legacy while making room for hilarious crossovers. It was a love letter to everything Disney fans adored. Fillmore. Crime and Punishment in middle school. Safety Patrol Officer Fillmore and his partner Ingrid tackled cafeteria fraud, book theft, and other schoolyard crimes with dramatic narration and jazz-fueled tension. Inspired by 70s cop shows, it was smart, stylish, and had one of the best theme songs ever. Disney's One Saturday Morning wasn't just popular, it was revolutionary. The block instantly beat Fox Kids in ratings and gave kids a reason to wake up early on weekends again. The theme song, the interstitials, the elephant puppet named Jelly Roll. It was a cultural moment. The idea that Saturday was different, special, stuck with us. And the shows, they didn't talk down to kids. They celebrated who we were, awkward, funny, curious, loud, quiet, dreamers, weirdos, United States. By the early 2000s, things were changing. Cable was taking over. Kids were shifting to Nickelodeon, Toon Disney, Cartoon Network. And Disney, they started phasing out the magic. In 2000, they cut the hosted segments. No more virtual sets. No more hosts like Mimi or Charlie. One Saturday Morning started to look like, well, just a regular lineup. And in 2002, it was rebranded as ABC Kids. ABC Kids leaned into Disney Channel reruns like Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven. The original spirit of One Saturday Morning faded away, and by 2011, ABC shut down the block entirely. But let's be real, Disney's One Saturday Morning left a legacy that can't be erased. It made Saturday morning magical again. It taught us how to laugh, question, dream, and most of all, be kids. To this day, fans still sing the theme song, still quote Recess, still argue over which show was the best. It wasn't just a block, it was a chapter in our childhood. A 5-hour escape once a week. So here's to the creators, the animators, the voice actors, the dreamers. To Peter Hastings and the Disney TV animation team. You gave us memories that last forever. And if you want more, be sure to check out my Kids WB video and stay tuned for my deep dives into UPN Kids, Nicktoons, and ABC's TGIF. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your favorite One Saturday Morning show in the comments. Because Saturday may come only once a week, but nostalgia, that hits every day.